But you will tell men what to do when it comes to sexual promiscuity. I saw you do it with Justin Waller. So you're going to tell men what they should do when it comes to porn and sexual promiscuity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say do not look at porn. I'm going to say do not be sexually promiscuous, and it's for your good.
And that's why I think you're a feminist, because I think that any woman that nags men and tells men what to do is a feminist.
Let me get this right. So Pearl thinks Lila Rose is a feminist because she's telling men not to look at porn and not to be sexually promiscuous? Guys, am I the only one right now thinking, what? Guys, am I the only one seeing the snake in the grass here? Am I the only one seeing the serpent talking to Adam? Am I the only one seeing a feminist agent using covert psychological tactics to deceive men into continuing the feminist agenda without thinking that they are? Am I the only one seeing this, guys? She just said that a woman is a feminist if she tells a man to not watch porn and be promiscuous because women shouldn't tell men what to do. Let me ask you guys a question. What did feminism fight for? Didn't feminism fight precisely to get men to watch porn and be sexually promiscuous? Isn't that why feminism had the sexual revolution in the late 1960s and 1970s? Wasn't it to sexually liberate women according to feminism? I personally call it sexually enslave and destroy women. And in order to so-called sexually liberate women, didn't feminism create the pill? Look up Margaret Sanger and Gregory Pincus, the two people behind the creation of the pill. Didn't feminism fight to legalize abortion? And isn't that the reason why abortion is legal today? Why would feminism legalize abortion and create the pill if the intention was not to get women and men to become sexually promiscuous? So if the pill don't work after having casual sex, you can always kill the baby. Isn't that why 73 million babies are now being aborted yearly? Isn't this why society is so sexually degenerate and perverse now, to the point where children are being sexualized at such a young age? Is there any wonder then why porn is so widely available? So why would Pearl call Lila Rose a feminist when clearly Pearl is the one who wants men to watch porn and be promiscuous? Wouldn't that mean that Pearl is the real feminist? Look, in my opinion, honestly, I think Pearl is an undercover feminist agent. Because only a feminist agent pushes the feminist cause whilst pretending to fight for men's rights. It looks like feminism first targeted women and now they are targeting men by using women as scapegoats. By the way, this ideology, guys, is called victimhood mentality. Who in their right mind would think it's not a good idea to tell men not to watch porn and be sexually promiscuous? Only a feminist would think that. Feminism is about destroying men through the women. Since watching porn and being promiscuous destroys men, only a feminist would want men to continue to watch porn and be promiscuous whilst pretending to sound like she's on men's side. What did she say? You can't tell men what to do. That line sounds good to a man, but all it's really doing is appealing to our ego, not to our reason.
We're going to continue to work. I mean, I'd love to have your support and backing, Pearl. I get it that, you're saying, it's a helpless fight, but we're going to keep crusading and we're going to continue to work so that's not just 12 states that bans abortion. And there has been some defunding that's happened. It's a small amount in the tens of millions. The whole thing needs to be defunded. If that were to happen, that would be a huge step forward for the pro-life movement. And I think that is within the possibility at this time politically. So that's one thing we're working on.
Yeah, I just think there's bigger issues. Unfortunately,
bigger issues. Pearl, what is a bigger issue than the killing of 3,000 babies a day?
Crime, taxes.
What is a bigger crime than killing 3,000 babies a day? It's
yeah, but women are going to do that anyway. My God, you're not going to take that. I don't believe you'll take that away from them.
It sounds like your position is you're kind of saying, give up the pro-life fight. It's not worth it. That's not what
I said.
Because people are, that's not what you said.
I said you guys are ineffective and I don't think you're winning. Yeah. I don't think you're winning.
All right.
Yeah.
Then how does the pro-life movement become more effective? How should we win? Tell me how to win, Pearl.
I wish I could. I think it's a losing cause because women want to kill their kids.
We're talking in circles a little here because
yeah.
It sounds like you're saying, well, it's a losing cause because women are always just going to want to kill your kids. Is that your position?
Yeah, you guys are not going to win this one.
And what I'm saying in response to that, the argument that, well, they're always going to do the bad thing, so why try? Right? That argument, they're always going to do the sin. They're always going to do the bad thing. So why even try to persuade them otherwise?
I don't really care if you try. Like, it's not.
Or to establish laws otherwise. I think that's a faulty position to take.
Why doesn't Pearl want pro-life organizations to keep fighting to make abortion illegal? Or does she? And therein lies the deception, guys. I don't know if you guys caught it or not. She says that she wants abortion to end, but she doesn't think it will ever happen. And when she's presented with solutions, guess what? She scoffs and mocks them.
I don't really see nagging women into stopping aborting their kids as being effective.
When she's asked what is your solution, she doesn't have any. Because according to her, women will always kill their children. So when people conclude, and rightly so, that according to her, women are evil, and we should just stop fighting to make abortion illegal, she says, I didn't say that. Do you see what's happening here? She's being deceptive on purpose. Here's what I think. I think she's pro-abortion. I think she wants women to continue killing babies. But she can't just come out and say that. Here's the tactic she's using. Women are bad and they are going to continue to be bad, so why are you bothering trying to get them to change? This is why Lila Rose said, if we thought like you, slavery and racism would still be legal today.
The kind of argument you're making that it's so difficult, there's so much entrenched interest for why people would want abortion, and so we're never going to get rid of it. You could make that argument about other human rights abuses historically. You can make that argument about racism and Jim Crow. You could make that argument too about slavery. It was certainly there's a huge financial interest for slaveholders. So you can make those arguments about other evils that we have overcome historically.
And she uses the same tactic for marriage.
Do you know what that is?
Tell me why you, I don't want to mischaracterize your position, but it sounds like you're saying marriage is bad. It's not worth it. No man should get married. Is that your position, or am I misreading you?
My position is that it's a bad deal for men.
So would you say then, would it be then, therefore men should not get married would be your
Do you think it's in your place to tell men? Do you think it's your place as a woman to tell men what to do? Right. But there's nothing like what's in it for the guy to do that when 70 to 80% of divorces are filed by women. 90% of alimony payments are men to women. The majority of child support payments are men to women. The average marriage is 8 years. You know, on average, he gets a 28, 27-year-old non-virgin woman with X amount of sexual partners. What does he get for taking on this astronomical risk?
All the stats shows that marriage is good for men, women, children, and society. But she thinks men shouldn't get married because, oh wait, she says, I don't tell men what to do. But she does believe and says that marriage isn't a good deal for men. Because according to her, women are worse than ever and get everything while men get nothing. Again, and therein lies the deception. What does women being bad have to do with marriage? If it's about the quality of women or men you choose, then it's up to every man and woman to choose a good person that shares and respects their values. It's clear that her intentions, according to how I see it, is that she wants to destroy the institution of marriage. The institution of marriage has nothing to do with people's poor partner choices. If that's the problem, then choose a good person. It's that simple. So what's the solution? Keep exposing Pearl. She's a feminist agent who is here to manipulate men to covertly follow the feminist ideology without even knowing that they are following it. She's good at rubbing men's ego and making them believe that they are fighting for men's rights, when the truth is that she's getting men to fight for feminism. How? By getting men to not get married, watch porn, and be promiscuous. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace.